All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so I just want to bring you some news, man. That's it. All right, so let's read this article here. I got this is from the Week US. It says the North Korean troops, all right, readying for deployment in Ukraine. All right, so what King Jong-un is doing, all right, is getting ready to send North Korean troops, all right, to fight in the war alongside Russia and Ukraine, man. All right, so now you got different countries entering into the war, man. All right, and the next thing you know, this country entered into the war, and then you got World War III, bro. All right, and World War III is going to happen. It's inevitable because it's prophecy, man. All right, the Lord said his word shall not return unto him void, man. It's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, believe it or not, So let's get this article, man. The North Korean troops readying for deployment in Ukraine. All right, it says North Korean soldiers are making their way to Ukraine to fight alongside the Russian army. All right. That is the grim reality, said Edward Howell in The Spectator, after South Korea's intelligence agency confirmed what many had long suspected. Right? The move represents a huge escalation risk. Yeah, all right. There's going to be a major event that's going to escalate, all right? That's going to escalate into World War III. Something's going to happen, all right? Whether it be the war with Ukraine and Russia, or what's going on with Israel and Iran, or Israel and Hezbollah and what's happening in Lebanon. All right, there's going to be a major event that takes place that's going to blow the roof off to send World War III popping, man. It says the move represents a huge escalation risk. Ukraine's foreign minister, Andriy Sybiha, warned over the weekend, all right, while the numbers are small compared to the millions of people involved in the overall war effort, President Vladimir Zelensky has warned that any third country wading into the conflict in Ukraine would be the first step to a world war. And like I said, that's World War III is inevitable. This is going to be the war that's going to end all wars. All right, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, all right, it's inevitable. World War III is inevitable because this is the Lord's will. All right, the Lord's will is to bring all the nations together, all right, so he could pour upon them the fire of his jealousy, man. All right, that's the Lord's determination to bring all these nations together into the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, to pour upon them the fire of his indignation, all right. That's what's that? Zephaniah 3:8. All right, Joel. All right, the 3rd chapter. All right. It says around 1,500 troops, all right, from North Korea's special forces have already been deployed to Russia en route to Ukraine. All right, a number that could eventually rise to 10,000, according to Zelensky. It is not clear whether North Korean troops will be involved in frontline fighting or in a support role, but their elite status is probably more an indication of perceived political reliability than how they will be used, said The Guardian. All right, Sybiha, all right, said there is now a big risk of the conflict growing out of its current scale and borders, you see. All right, it's gonna, bro, no matter how World War III pops off, it's gonna pop off because it's prophecy. This is the Lord's will. This is what the Lord wants, bro. All right, and it's a beautiful thing, man. All right, because the kingdom of heaven is getting closer and closer and closer, bro. All right, and Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I'm part of the elect, man. All right, It says, as the war drags on into its third year, Russia is increasingly looking abroad, not only for weapons, equipment, and other resources, but also for fighters and workers to supply its conflict. All right. Russian forces have become increasingly reliant on millions of rounds of North Korean artillery shells, and in recent months have used ballistic missiles supplied by Pyongyang in their attacks across Ukraine, in a clear breach of UN Security Council resolutions. All right. Their relationship is largely transactional. Howell, a lecturer in international relations at the University of Oxford, told Al Jazeera. All right. Russia's obstinacy, all right, towards continuing the war, coupled with the North Korea's desire for financial and technological assistance, all right, and for food, has allowed relations between the two Korea states to reach a whole new level, said Howell in The Spectator. All right. Last summer, Vladimir Putin and North Korea leader Kim Jong-un signed a comprehensive strategic partnership treaty. See, I think earlier this year, all right, many people made their ties stronger with Russia. All right, you had North Korea, China, and I think Iran. Why? Because the scriptures say that Russia, in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that Russia shall be a guard unto all these other nations, to protect these other nations. You know? And they're going to be right with Russia when they hit that red button. Russia going to pop off that red button. All these other nations going to be like, oh, word, boop, boop, boop. Or they all going to hit that red button, make them nuclear missiles fly. You know? Because they're going to be right alongside with Russia. All right? To destroy America. All right? And Israel, man. It says, where was I at? It says, now the deployment of North Korean soldiers to fight in Ukraine highlights just how far the partnership has escalated. Yeah. All right. It says, how worried should we be? Deepening military ties between Russia and North Korea have earned condemnation from the United States, South Korea, and Japan, said Al Jazeera. All right. With the three countries last week announcing a new team to monitor arms sanctions on North Korea. Besides material weapons, Pyongyang will gain Moscow's unwavering support in the UN Security Council as part of this deal. All right. Pyongyang can thus escape scot-free if it chooses to bolster, all right, its nuclear and missile program through testing and launches. All right, which as we know is what North Korea intends to do. Right. South Korea President Yoon Suk Yeol, all right, warned that Pyongyang's involvement in the Ukraine conflict would pose a grave security threat to the world. The deployment of North Korean troops to Ukraine, all right, is a huge symbolic movement in the new anti-Western coalition being forged between Russia, North Korea, China, and Iran. Yep. Like I said earlier, all right, North Korea, China, and Iran have made their ties stronger with Russia. All right. That's the spirit of the Lord, all right? Because that's prophecy that Russia will be a guard unto all these. Matter of fact, I'll pull it. You know what? Let me not just. All right. Let's get it. Ezekiel 38. I'll put 28, my bad. Ezekiel 38. Let's get it. All right, yeah, because this is all talking about Russia, all right, and all of Russia's allies. It says Gomer, which is Turkey, all right, and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee. Yeah, all right, Russia and all of Russia's allies. And be a guard, and be thou a guard unto them. Yeah, Russia is a guard unto all these other nations. All right, because Russia is a superpower. All right, and all these other nations know that Russia is a superpower. All right, and they are able to destroy America along with China, and they all come together, man. All right, let's go back. Where was I at? All right, it says yeah, that's pretty much it. Deployment of North Korean troops to Ukraine is a huge symbolic movement in the new anti-Western coalition being forged between Russia, North Korea, China, and Iran. All right, Moscow will do, all right, all it can to prolong its now global war. All right, so let you know what's, you know what I mean, to let you know what's going on, man. All right, so that's it. I just want to read you this article, man. All right. So, with that being said, I want to say, call Halalyam, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kritash. All right. With that being said, until the next one, Shalom, Shalom.